Good morning, everybody. It is 8:30 a.m. Colorado time, which in my opinion is the right time. Thanks for being here, whether you're here live or here later on for the replay. Let me know by leaving me a hashtag replay so I know you dropped by. I love knowing that. All right, so as I'm still learning this technology, I am wanting to share this. So please just bear with me for a minute, and then I'll see if some other people are going to hop on. All right, and then today I dug deep into my toolbox, if you will, of things that I used to teach back in 2011. So today I'm excited. I'm excited to dig into some of this stuff that really got me to change my way of thinking and change who I was being back in 2011 so that I could become a life coach and learning about, paradigm shifts and how the mind works. So I'm excited to share with you what we're going to do today. Just give me one more minute. Okay. All right. So maybe when people watch the videos later, they'll know to fast forward 2 minutes till Katie figures out her technology. Hopefully by next week, that'll be a faster thing. Okay. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Katie Collins, and I am a business coach and sales strategist for coaches and wellness practitioners, among other service-based business owners. I help women overcome their fear of visibility and overcome their fear of sales so they can have the impact that they truly want to have and make the kind of money they really wanted to make when they first got started in their business. So we are in session 2 of the about 20 sessions I'm going to do on health, wealth, and business. And so some days I'm going to have guests join me, but yesterday and today it's just me. And hopefully you're going to enjoy this as much as I'm enjoying sharing it with you. So I've got some notes here. So if you see me looking down, that's why. I'm just a perfectionist, but I'm not scripted. These sessions are not scripted, and I'm just sharing from my heart. And my intention is to be with you for about, 15 minutes a day. And then unless I'm interviewing, it'll probably go longer because they're my friends and they're just total badass ladies. And I can't wait to introduce you. I hope you have your coffee this morning. I've got mine in my Cafe du Monde, coffee and beignets mug. Whoops, let's see, from my friend Steve Warner. So anyway, I hope you brought your coffee too. Okay. So what I wanted to cover today is really around the mindset, because I think when we get overwhelmed, it's because our mind is racing. And if we can figure out how to control the mind, I don't know if you ever have full control over your mind, but you figure out how to, harness in the energy that you're expending by letting your mind go off on this tangent, you're going to have a much better result in what you're trying to achieve in business and in life. Really, this is so applicable in life as well. Okay, so first I just wanted to talk to you about the word paradigm, because I had never even heard that word when I first got started in learning about this life coaching, industry, if you will, in learning about the conscious mind and the subconscious mind and how, those can really play tricks on us and really not be our best friend. And so what comes up for you is the feelings of fear, doubt, and worry, right? And I put overwhelm in there as well. When those feelings are coming up, your paradigms are hitting. So what it means is your paradigm is like the ruler of your thinking. Your paradigm is what you believe is possible. And so if you don't expand what you believe is possible, then you're always going to get stuck, right, in this thinking. So we used to teach this story about, a fisherman, he would fish, throw the line out, he'd catch fish, and he'd measure them, and if they were a certain amount, he'd throw them back, if they were like beyond a certain amount. And so someone, observed him, a little boy, and he went over to the fisherman and asked, why do you throw back the bigger ones? And, the old man reached over and grabbed his frying pan and said, because they're too big for my frying pan. Right? So he's letting go of the big fish simply because he doesn't have a tool to cook up, this gift that he was given. And so that's kind of an idea of the paradigm. Like, where's your ruler of what you'll allow in? And I just had this experience, personally, as well as in business, right? What am I going to allow in before I start putting up my barrier? Like, oh no, I can't accept this much happiness or this much love or this, great of a friendship because I've never had that before, right? So it's against the ruler, the thermostat of what I know. All right. So when you're feeling that fear, doubt, and worry, then you're like, oh, this is my paradigm. All right. So what you've got to realize is, like, this is why I love nature, and I am a weirdo and I love gardening. Like, I love weeding. I'm not even a big gardener, but I love weeding because I just love getting my hands in there and I get such satisfaction by pulling up the root, right? So this is so true for your mind. You have to be willing to pull the weeds, just like we have to pull them out of our garden. You have to pull them out of your mind. And so when you catch yourself going into, a spaz attack or overwhelm or whatever, then it's like, oh, it's time to weed my mind of the fear, doubt, and worry that keeps coming up so that I can keep moving forward. Right? So, understanding that whatever seed you plant, especially if it's fear, doubt, and worry, every seed we plant is going to grow into the thing that we plant, right? We don't plant a corn seed and think carrots are going to come out of it. We expect it's going to be corn, right? So the same thing, if you're planting in, awesome, Ashara, I'll come out and weed your property. Although I've seen your property, so that would take me days. But, so you've got to know that if you're planting those seeds of fear, doubt, and worry, that you have to actually pluck the weeds of that. All right. So we've got to break down your mind. So if I was showing you a picture or drawing a picture, I'd draw a circle and it would represent my face. And then I would draw a line right here, right? So you've got your conscious mind and then your subconscious mind. So the subconscious is all the stuff that's going on underneath you that we're not even aware of half the time. That's what's so funny, right? The family we grew up in and what we believe to be true based on the religion that we may have been raised in or the politics that we listened to, or just the parents that heavily influenced our way of thinking or the school, right? Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, all that like heavily influenced the way we think. And now those are patterns that play on in your subconscious mind. And then you've got the conscious mind, and the conscious mind is where most of us are saying our affirmations from, right? So, I've got a bunch of affirmations right here, so I'm going to read one. Focusing on the positive attracts ease and grace. Present circumstances and appearances are not truth. I attract only peace into my life. So those are some affirmations that I may say. But unfortunately, that's on the conscious level. And if my subconscious doesn't believe it's true, it sends it right out the door. All right, so how do we change that? Because if you're sitting here and you're in business and you want to bring in new clients, but your history has been that you haven't been successful yet, for example, right? I was in a community for a long time that was promoting, getting to your first $10,000 month. Well, there's a lot to be said for someone that's never done that before. How do you become the woman who can earn her first $10,000 month? Well, it takes a lot of work to get through the subconscious mind to believe that it's possible, that you deserve it, that you're worthy of it, and that you can create it. And when you get there in the subconscious, it comes in fairly easily in your conscious. So that's what I experienced anyway. All right, so if you want to change your results, you've got to change your paradigm. So let me see if I can show you a picture that might help here. Let's see. I don't know. It may be better if I because I think it's going to be backwards for you. Yeah, because it's showing for me. Okay, it's going to be backwards for you. That's okay. All right, so basically, in one of the bullets I talked about for today, it was, what's the absolute worst place you can be in when you're in business or even in life? And for me, that is the comfort zone. So when you're comfortable in everything that you're doing, and this is true for relationships, it's true in your career, it's true in the business that you have, it's true, even in the house you live. When we're comfortable, we're not growing, okay? And what you want is always, always, always outside your comfort zone. So because if you already had it, it'd be in your comfort zone, right? So because you don't have it, it's out of your comfort zone. So what we have to realize is, in the subconscious conscious mind example, when you want to bring something in, you know that you have to do the work in the subconscious to let it in, okay? So when the fear, doubt, worry, and confusion shows up, when the overwhelm shows up and you're feeling like, I don't know what to do, blah. Okay, first sign. Okay, my subconscious mind is like, I don't like what you're trying to do because I'm trying to keep you safe. That's what your ego is here to do. It's here to keep you safe. And you have to let the ego know, actually, I'm in the driver's seat and this is safe and this is what I want. So what happens is when you enter the new idea, you bring a new idea in, like, I'm going to be a $10,000 a month earner. Okay. And yet maybe up until now, you've yet to even make 5,000, let alone 10,000. So your subconscious mind is like, whoa, I don't know the Katie that can make $10,000 a month. I know the Katie that can make, what she's used to making as a teacher, right? That's what was happening for me. And I was really stuck in this like $3,000 or $4,000, that's what I took home as a teacher. And so I had to really control the vibration in my body to say, actually, I can let in more money. And what would that mean? And I had to do a lot of work to tell my subconscious mind what it meant to make more money. And for me, it was like, I can take a deep breath. I can pay off my credit card debt. I can take a vacation. I can actually go sit on a beach and relax when I get to, the $10,000 month. So I was like convincing myself that it was a really good idea, right? So the minute we enter the subconscious with the new information, we're trying to teach our subconscious that new information, we hit what we call a terror barrier. So the terror barrier is like, I don't believe you. And we might get sent right back to the comfort zone. So in order to not go back to the comfort zone, since that's the absolute worst place for you to stay, you have to stand firm in what you want and you have to take action at that moment to move beyond the subconscious mind holding you back. Because the action you take is going to get you some result that you didn't have before, and it's going to prove to your subconscious mind, I got this. And the grip is going to loosen a little bit, and that's going to keep happening the more you take action. And so the overwhelm is actually a farce. And by simply deciding to take an action on the most important thing for your day or for your week or whatever is overwhelming you, deciding to take action, actually taking action, and allowing the results to come in is what reduces the overwhelm. So it feels opposite because when you're overwhelmed, it's like we usually want to sit on our couch and binge on Netflix or drink wine or whatever. But that's the worst thing to do because you know where that is. That's your comfort zone. So in order to get out of the comfort zone, we have to take action that makes us uncomfortable. All right. So that is my wisdom for you today. Get beyond the terror barrier. Understand where your subconscious mind is coming from. Don't be angry at it. Don't be upset that your family, gave you this information that you're trying to unwind from because they did the best they can and they got their information from their family. And, it's time to heal some of the stuff that is holding us back. And I think for a lot of women, it's time to heal the feeling that you don't have the right to stand up on a platform and say who you are and what you believe in loud and clear, right? This is not time to fear your visibility or fear, coming off pushy so that you can sell your service. This is the time right now to help your people. And the only way you can do that is if you take uncomfortable action. All right. So We've been live for 15 minutes, 13 of them content, 2 minutes of Katie figuring out her technology. Thank you for being here. Totally appreciate it. Comment. Let me know, that you're here and you're watching. And I'm going to be here every day for the next 30 days, Monday through Friday, of course. I think even including Thanksgiving. And so I want you to, ask me questions and participate and join the conversation. And again, if you have anyone that you think that I should interview, or if you want to also be interviewed, let me know. And we'll see if we can fit them in. All right. So have an amazing day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. All right. Bye.